Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how I make samosas. So yeah, that is what we are going to do today. I have a free afternoon and I've already cleaned the house in the morning, woke up. Today it was a free day and I just decided I want to make samosas because I have very big onions. Very big. Let me show you. Look at these onions, like they are almost the size, like they are almost the size of my head. Look at that onion. Look. It's so big. So I want to cook samosas and we are going to do it from scratch. So yeah, to make the dough it's very easy. You need flour, water and salt, that's all, and a little bit of oil. Yeah, so I'll make the dough and then later we will make the beef and the chili and the onions. I'm so excited because, and then I want to make a lot. I want to make a lot so that I can freeze some, so that I can also always eat in the morning. Yeah, so we are going to make a lot because it will be a lot. Look at the size of these onions, they're so big. Somebody's calling me. Somebody has just booked an appointment for August. So yeah, let's cook chapati. Now, let's cook samosas. First, we have to make the dough. So let's make the dough and then we let it rest and then we cook the beef. So yeah, salt, flour, bowl, water. That's all. That's all. I'm going to use like how many cups? Maybe 1 cup. I think 1 cup is enough because, or 1.5 because I want to make a lot of 1.5. And then salt, definitely. Not so much. Maybe half. That one is good. Oh, it's too much salt. Okay, we just remove a little bit of salt. I think that one is good. So what we're going to do, and then we're going to mix. I think I'm going to use not so much. Let me wash my hands so that I can go in. I think this one is enough. We're going to use some oil later, but first, oh my goodness, it feels like I'm going to use I don't want to use all the flour to be too much, and I don't want to make the dough because the dough you have to make that like very very thin dough. Not so it's too sticky, my goodness. I don't want. I think that one is enough. Don't make the dough too hard. I think that one is good. So I'm going to add just a little bit of oil, like 2 tablespoons. I'm using my eyes. The African way. The African way. Okay, this is perfect now, guys. I'm going to let it sit, and then we start with making the meat, the beef. So that one is perfect. Look, that one is perfect. So we set it aside. Let me clean here, and then we cook. We cook what? We cook the beef. So I'm just going to cover it and let it sit until we have already cooked the beef. So I don't know which one I'm going to use to cook the beef. I wanted to use this one. Let me first remove this water. Let me clean my pan and then we cook. So I have my beef here. So we're going to cut the onions and the chili. So yeah, I have a lot of chili from Turkish Laden. So we're going to use that one. That is the only thing we are going to use. Imagine chili and onions and meat. Very simple. So first I need to wash my chilies. So first we cut the onions. I got these onions from my Kenyan friend. Where she lives, there is a shop, I think Italian shop, and they sell these big onions. Don't mind me, I always clean as I cook. The only spices that I put on my meat is only salt. Imagine, only salt. I don't put any other thing because I don't like spices. So we are going to let all the water to evaporate, and then we start making the dough. So the water has evaporated. Let me tell you, it's so spicy. Hey! It's very spicy. I'm going to put in this bowl because I need the pan for the dough. Yeah. This is perfect. Let me switch off first the jiko. So that's good. Let me clean the pan and then we make the dough. So we make the dough. It's very simple, by the way. I don't know. Let me wear my apron. We are ready to make the dough. The dough is soft. The dough is soft. So we are going to cut very small like this. Very small pieces. Very, very small. Let me switch off first here. We want thin dough, very thin, to get nice samosas. So I've made this dough, so very small. You have to make sure the pan is not so hot, medium. So yeah, I don't know if I think I add more meat here because I feel like I need to freeze, and I need to freeze a lot, and this is going to be a lot. I don't know. Wait and think about it. I have another meat here. I'm going to defrost it and then I'm going to cook later. Yeah. So the dough. We start with the first one. It's very simple. Simple. You put your flour. Let me put here a little bit of flour. That is perfect. So my dough is sticky because I want soft samosas. It's a lot of dough. It's a lot of. We want it as thin as possible. So make sure the dough is very thin. We don't want big doughs, big fat doughs. Thick. Let me say thick. That is the best word to say. Oh my goodness, they are so challenging to make them round. But don't worry, because samosas you don't need like round dough, because I'm going to cut it into two. So yeah, I think this one is good. You see, it's very thin. So make sure the pan is not hot, is medium. medium with heat. It's not hot, it's not too cold. You see, like that. So this one is ready, you see. This one is ready. So we set it aside and put another one. Just like that, imagine, just like that. Yeah, for samosas you need something very thin. So I'm going to put a time lapse and then I finish the other ones. So yeah. And we add our other nyamas. It's going to be a lot. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a lot. Because I want to freeze them. And the chili is too chili. But let me taste to see if it has some salt. I add just a little bit. But it's so spicy. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let me switch off the jiko. So guys, this one is ready. You see? This one is ready. So we cut this. We cut them. What I normally do, I cut the small one like that. The ones that do not have shape, I will cut them later. Like this one. Okay. Wait, first I cut this one, so they look like this. So I'm going to cut into two. Like that, you see? That is perfect. It's going to be a lot of, imagine this one is one samosa, 2, 3. How many are they going to be? They're going to be a lot. Yeah. Like that. You see the dough is very, very soft. So cut into two. And just like that, we have our sheets, samosa sheets. So I'm ready to put my samosas in the sheets, because now it's good. I think I will wait a little bit for it to I'm going to wait for it to cool a little bit because it's going to be so hot. I'm going to wait for this to cool a little bit. So we make the glue. You need just flour and water. Flour and water. That's all you need. Oh, I've put a lot of flour. Let me add some water. You have to mix you have to mix it nicely. I make a lot. Oh my goodness, that is too much. So let's take like this, you see, and then take a little bit of the dough, the glue, the mixture. Just put on one side like that. Just like that. And then you take one side and put it like this. So you're taking from, the dough looks like this. So you're taking from one end just to the middle, and then you press, and then the other make like this. You have to make sure you close this so that the oil while frying should not come in. And then you have like that, and then you put your samosas inside, your beef inside. After you have put the beef, make sure it's enough. After you have put the beef, take the glue like that, and then press. And just like that, you have samosa. Very simple. Simple tutorial. So I'm going to do the second one. You see it. Like that. You take the glue. You go down on one side and on this side. Like that, and then you take on one end, you put on the middle like that, and then you press, and then you take the other one, and then you press so that you can close this end here, and then you open like that, and then you put your beef inside, put it nicely, and then take the glue like that, spread it at the end of the dough, and then you press it. Yes, just like that. And just like that, you have samosa. See, it's very easy. You have to make sure all the sides are closed, even here, like that. So I'm going to put a time lapse. I hope you have learned how I make samosas. It's very easy. Let me do the last one. Take the sheet of the samosa, spread the glue. It's not the glue, it's like the flour and water. Don't use glue. I call it glue because it glues everything together. And then take one end, put in the middle, take the other one, put like that. You can find some are always so big, so you have to make sure to move it a little bit like that, and then like that. And then you open it, make sure you close here, and then put your beef, put it nicely, feel it's enough, and there's allowance for closing. You take your glue, you spread it at the end of the sheet, of the samosa sheet, and then you just press it like that, and then it will close on its own. And just like that, you have the samosa. Just set it aside, you will fry later. So I'll put a time lapse, and then I do the other one on time lapse. I hope you have learned. Yeah.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if
So guys, I'm done. I want to put them in the bags and then freeze them. Maybe I can cook maybe 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. But there are a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to separate them into few, maybe 5. Yeah, and freeze it so that when I am feeling like I need, especially on Sundays in the morning, I always want to eat samosa in the morning. So yeah, that's the end product. So yeah. So guys, I have separated into 2 bags, so I'm going to freeze them, and then I'm going to cook these 3 samosas for myself. So the other one we are going to freeze them. So yeah, let me cook my samosas. I'm going to have all these 3. Guys, I'm using my old phone because my other phone fell in the cooking oil when I was cooking samosa. My new phone, but thank God it is not dead. So I'm charging it, and then I had to clean the floor because the floor was full of cooking oil. But anywho, the samosas are here. They're so nice. I love samosas with this sauce. So I'm going to enjoy my samosas. So thank you so much guys for watching. I hope, what is that? Who is going with the aeroplane now? Okay, let's wait for it to go. My goodness, it's taking 1 million years. So I'm charging my phone. I hope the oil has not entered my phone. My new phone. I don't know what happened. The phone just fell inside the cooking oil while I was putting the cooking oil inside the oven, because I normally don't put hot oil on top of the cooking what? Of the cooking oven. What am I saying? I normally don't put the oil. I don't leave the oil while it's hot on top of the jiko. I always put in the oven, because because you never know. Maybe my child will be going in the kitchen and then he will just be burned with hot oil. So yeah, I hope my phone will not die. So let me enjoy my mini. Let me. They're so delicious. I love with this sauce. So delicious. Let me tell you guys, my phone is doing fine. Thank God, because I could have cried. Imagine the phone is not even. It's not even. This X25 came in January, and February my husband bought for me in February. Can you imagine if it gets kaput? Let me clean it nicely, because it's doing. It's good. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. So I just want to put the things that I bought in Shine, so that the screen protector, we put it now. I don't want it to go without, and then we put this one, because the other cover, I think it got burnt. Yeah. So guys, see you next time. Let me put the glass, the protective glass for the both of these phones. I bought for my husband also. And I bought this one. I want to go with this one for holiday. So cute. Oh, I think I'll put this one. So cute. The other one I will go with it on holiday. And then I can remove this one if I want. So yeah. But it makes the phone look so big. Oh my goodness. The phone looks like this one is a good one. Okay guys, bye bye. My phone is good, thank God.